Hello world, here we are again, Thursday evening. Our English show begins tonight and we will welcome you all, and I will also welcome our co-host Ragnar. Hello.
Hey, hello Alex. Welcome, Best Records, to North Saxonia. Yeah.
Lower Saxony in the north.
Lower Saxony, yeah.
That's not so easy. Yeah, so we are an English show.
But we still accept German comments, so we are happy about everybody who's currently commenting. Oliver, hey Holger, I've talked to you today at Clubhouse. And who else is currently crazy addicted to Clubhouse? Please tell me who's feeling my pain.
That you're not on the show on Clubhouse or what? Ragnar, 1 hour is no problem. At 10 o'clock, we will meet all together.
Then we will be at Clubhouse, exactly. Our very first, that's our premiere, so our very first show at Clubhouse. So we are not nervous right now. We're nervous in 1 hour when we go live at Clubhouse.
Of course. So, and English is a main problem for me. So, as you can hear, this is not my favorite language. But we have English guests in the show today. Tom will meet us here, and we are very happy to have him. I don't know what happened on Twitter or somehow he asked for StreamYard or how to stream. And we were talking about his poor internet connection. I don't know, 6,000 DSL or something like that. And we asked him, just come to our show and you will see if you have enough internet connection that if this works out for a live show.
So it's going to be kind of proof of concept here right now. Yeah.
If it doesn't work, I'm sorry. So we have then no Tom on the show, but we have started here already, so it's fine, everything. So I think this should be no problem.
If it shouldn't work, then we give Andreas just 40 minutes of time.
Yeah. Well, he always needs so much time. Well, first of all, we want to start with our contest. So here is the jingle. So, guys, let's see here. Where is my chart? What is to win today, Ragnar?
A Sennheiser, now called Epos SC660, which is a stereo headset. And it's very light. It's certified for Skype for Business. It's certified for Teams, USB-A, so it's cable headset. I've got it right with me here. It's still somehow wrapped. And see me if my focus can handle it. Yeah. What I like about this headset is that it's super light and has got a very high quality with the microphone, because it has got a boom arm. So it's a great device for every day, because you can use it, 8 or 10 hours and you don't notice it because it's so light. So robust, light, great quality.
So this you can win. Just enter the link t1p.de/RAEE. Oh my God. So, and what we also have is we have 3 invites left for Clubhouse. As you might know, this is the new app. And everybody wants to be in Clubhouse. So if you're not in there, you can enter in this forms link, what you have here, for the Epos Sennheiser. You can also enter your handy number with which you want to register at Clubhouse. So we will have 3 invites for all the people who enter her credentials at the contest, or her telephone number. And I will do this before we start at Clubhouse at 10 o'clock, so you can attend our show there. It will be all around resilience. Oh, wait a second, you cannot see me. All about resilience teams without technical stuff. It's just resilience at your workplace, and that's what we are talking tonight.
But take care. Listen to my words. It's crazy addictive. Keep my words. I warned you.
Okay, so this was the first part, and now we will want to have Tom in our show, so let's give the jingle to our guest. Hello, Tom.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good evening to wonderful London.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's nice here, a bit cold, but not rainy, so not too bad.
Crazy. You live in central London, or do you live more like, outside?
Yeah, more in the suburbs, so a little bit north of London. I'm about half an hour outside.
So for everybody who doesn't know you, you are working as a principal solution architect at Modality Systems. You are an MVP for Office Apps and Services, and you are very specialized since the early days, of linked for unified communication.
Yeah,
And a
yeah.
lot of people know you from Tom Talks, a very, very famous blog and newsletter and podcast.
I've been around for quite a while in this space. So since the OCS and Link days, through to Skype, through to Teams, and
OCS. I just forgot this name. OCS.
Yeah, way back. So it's an area I like to play in. It's a great community.
When I remember the start when I was on LinkedIn, I think, and the first guy or MVP who I recognized there, I think it was you. Because you're so present on LinkedIn with all your great stuff around Teams and also your great newsletter. I think you have many subscribers to your newsletter, as I have seen, correct?
Yeah, we're just shy of 10,000 people on the email list. So it's it's really good as well because lots of people reply and ask questions. So I'm very glad to be part of this community. And
Really
LinkedIn
cool.
is great for engagement. There's so many people on LinkedIn at the moment.
Yeah. Tom, tell me, which format do you actually like most? Are you more into writing and blogging, or podcasting, or video, or just conference speeches and so on? What's your favorite thing where you are in this content creation sharing mode?
Yeah, good question. So I love speaking live and doing webinars and things like. I miss live. I've missed last year. I've really missed events and seeing people.
Nice.
My blog is really like my external brain, so I like to blog because that's how I remember and reference things. If I had to pick one, it'd be live talking. But as I was saying just before the show, I'm really interested in this format, how it's so slick, this show, how you're doing it live across multiple platforms. I really love it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And Alex, your English, Alex, is far better than my German, so don't worry.
Yeah. That's not so easy for me, but we have Ragnar in the show, and Ragnar is much better in English, so that's why I'm a little not so loud now. Go ahead, Ragnar.
So the aim of the show today is to talk about the roadmap, and of course we are fully committed not to crash and crush and crunch any kind of NDAs here, but we would like to keep as we can here around the roadmap, and therefore I would like to ask our audience. Please share in your comments on LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. What are the roadmap items you are really looking forward, which you can't wait to see, because they are important to you and to your company or to your customers. So please share in the comments with you, and then we can discuss it. And while we're waiting for your comments, I'm asking Tom now, please share with me your favorite roadmap items, which you find relevant for your personal perspective or your customers, maybe.
Definitely. So as you said, Ragnar, I'd love to hear from people who are listening to the show what they would pick out. I've picked out 10 things that I think are most interesting on the roadmap. So 5 from the hardware space, devices and then hardware, and 5 from the Microsoft Teams app space. So I know you guys both like hardware, so I thought we'd start with hardware.
Far too much.
Yeah, I see all the reviews. So the first,
I don't want to go deeper here, but it's
yeah, we could probably talk about hardware for an hour. The first one I'm going to pick out is Microsoft Teams Rooms for Android. So what was previously called collaboration bars, but are now Microsoft Teams Room for Android. Lots of advancement coming in there. So we're getting 1080p outbound video, we're getting dual front screens, we're getting wired HDMI in. And most interesting, I think, they're getting a personal mode. So something we've been seeing a lot of at Modality is execs and senior people working from home wanting a dedicated personal device. And that's what's going to happen with the Android devices. They'll have a personal mode that you can run as your endpoint, but a dedicated system.
Let me understand it. The personal point, is this the personal Teams experience? So Teams for family and friends, or what is the personal
Oh,
point
good.
here?
Yeah, it's an overlapping brand, isn't it? I hadn't thought about that. No,
Yeah, yeah,
this is
exactly. Yeah.
so the Microsoft Teams Room for Android is a room system by default. So usually it's set up as a room-based account, not a personal user. But this personal mode will allow you to sign in as yourself. So it will just be almost like a great big video phone dedicated to you, basically.
Oh, that's great. So something like the Surface Hub. You have also this Windows 10 mode on Surface Hub, so you can use it as your own laptop style.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine so we see a lot of I'm an exec, I have a home office, and I want a dedicated screen, a dedicated unit that's always on, ready to go, and I just want to press the screen to join my button. That will be this scenario. So you'll be able to have these units not just for huddle spaces, but dedicated to individuals.
We can have a
What do you
first
think?
look.
Yes.
Ragnar, sorry. We can have a first look in the comments. You asked the people.
Yes,
So
yes.
let's have a look. I will show you some things and you can talk about it. New calling experience will come, correct?
Yeah, that's a really interesting one. So that is way since Teams launched, the calling app, as it's called, the calling part of Teams, hasn't changed much. So there's a much improved calling app and experience coming in terms of how it manages contacts and phone numbers and click to dial, those kind of things. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think I've seen it already in Ring 1.5, I think. So it looks really nice, I have to say. So what we have there is drag Outlook emails directly to Teams. I've seen a comment or a post today around this, and somebody drag and drop in the files area of Teams an email. But what I thought is what you can also do is when you open Teams in Chrome, then you can drag and drop an email directly in the post part. Or what is it? Beiträge?
Yeah, the post box. Yeah.
In the post part.
Yeah.
But it's only in Chrome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alex
super
and
interesting.
Alex and I, we had a controversial discussions about the email usage of Teams. So we are, what do you think, Tom? What is more important, to use Outlook emails and drag them into Teams, or have a mail application inside of Teams and add emails inside of Teams to a thread? So there are two ways to manage emails. What would your preferred way?
It's a hot topic, isn't it? Because you need. I think I like to bring emails into Teams and talk about them, because usually there's some other response to the email. So I would more often than not bring an email into Teams. What I'd love is a button to move an email to Teams and to mention everybody in the email as kind of like hey, let's move this conversation over here all in one go.
Yeah, because that's the value to bring one single conversation into a larger context and discuss it, enrich it with comments and feedbacks, and then add it back to the emails and just click by one click, and then the Outlook line opens. You can reply with more knowledge and better insights.
Yeah, I'm that person in Modality who, when there's an internal email thread, I'm like, hey, this should be in this channel, this should be in this team. Yeah. So I'd love to have a button to kind of nudge the conversation over there.
There was a good point here from Oliver around the missing coffee kitchen. Are you using in your company and with your customers, are you using Teams as a kind of water cooler thing where you have really informal chit chat conversations and informal conversations, or is your Teams usage very, very business focused and only business and nothing else?
Yeah, so we're a Yammer shop, so we use Yammer and Teams. So we have all our enterprise social on Yammer, and it is a contentious conversation, because every now and again we have this discussion internally about actually should we just bring Yammer into Teams. I haven't picked it out, but some of the integration, I'm not sure how GA it is yet, but Yammer and Teams getting closer together in terms of experience is getting much slicker.
There was an announcement from the general manager of Yammer, Murali, yesterday, and Murali has written that the announcements and notes of Yammer are going to be also published into Teams. So when something interesting goes on in Yammer, like I'm going to mention you, then it would be also mentioned in the Yammer app embedded into Teams.
Yeah, I think
that's currently
Yammer,
rolling out.
Yammer and Enterprise Social is really underrated. I really think
Yeah.
it's important, particularly with world events at the moment, to have somewhere to have that water cooler ad hoc chat. Really important.
Yeah, fully agree. Because Teams conversations are really business focused, and we need this kind of Yammer groups where we talk about hobbies or how do you feel and so on. How do you survive in your lockdown with your kids and home office stuff and so. My main takeaway from the last days and weeks is actually that it's more important than ever to talk about the personal belongings, and therefore we need a space. And Yammer is a perfect place to really talk. How do we manage currently our lives when everybody is at home and there's a lot of pressure with us when
Loads.
when the house is full of kids.
Yeah, we're doing lots of homeschooling in the UK. I'm sure everywhere else as well. And you've got kids, you've got work. It's challenging times, so you need that way to blow off a bit of steam. I think Yammer's great as well because you might be, unless you're a small organization, you can have one team for kind of water cooler. When you get into big organization, there's no reason for different countries to maybe be in the same team because they're not on the same project. But Yammer brings everybody together.
Yeah,
I see one in the comments.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah,
I see in the comments someone called out the ability to make tasks from messages. That was one of my 10 as well. So coming is the ability to click on messages and make them create task in the task app. That's a really big one for me as well.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it right now. There's a third-party app called Tasks. I don't know if you know it. Task is third-party, but when you install this app, you can go on the 3 dots on a chat or a post, and then you go on the bottom, and there is create a tasks, and then you can make a task that will be in to do. So, and also the text and the link to the chat message in Teams is connected to tasks. So this is really great.
Yeah, that's a good way around it until it becomes a native, definitely.
Yeah.
Sasha's bang on there with the note about Yammer. It all started in the US, so you might need to migrate it depending on where you live.
So what else do we have, Tom? While we're waiting for more comments around roadmap items, which are your other favorites you're really looking forward?
Yeah, so two interesting ones on the mobile client for Room. So again, really topical. One is a remote control for room systems from the mobile app. So obviously we're all trying to be COVID secure, COVID safe. You're going to have the ability to go into a meeting room and control the meeting completely from your mobile, never touch the room system, which I think is really, really slick.
I'm really waiting
for
this.
So this feature was designed in pre-COVID times and now it's super useful while COVID.
Yeah, I think the roadmap got reorganized a lot, and obviously anything that's that can help around COVID has been prioritized. So yeah, this is going to be one of those things that I think when we go partially back to the office and get back to a bit more normality, we're still going to have to be aware of our surroundings with things like meetings.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point.
So we still have many comments here. We can show.
That's one of my favorite things here coming up.
Philip's
meeting recap.
Yeah, Philip's got another one. That's one of my top 10 as well. Teams meeting recap.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, that's at the end of the meeting. It will bring together the meeting recording, the transcript, and attendance report. And that's just the beginning of that feature. You can see how that feature is going to start to bring together things like actions, key comments. The AI is only going to get cleverer.
Transcription,
so,
exactly.
Yep.
Azure Cognitive Services is going to use a lot of transcription, that you get a transcription of the meeting in your current language or also in other languages which maybe want to read. Because it could be that you joined a meeting and you didn't understand it, and then you maybe also get a transcription in the language you prefer more.
Yeah, or you missed the meeting and you want to know at what point they were talking about you or giving you actions. That'll be really handy.
Yeah, exactly. Just say, okay, that's a recording for 60 minutes. I have no time to watch it, but just tell me that I was mentioned in minute 37, and then I can just jump to it.
Yeah.
That's
why did Tom not
booster.
turn up to this meeting?
Exactly. Yeah. And therefore, I would like to have notifications and alerts when I'm mentioned in videos and recordings.
Yeah, Bjorn's got another one of my top 10, which is, I think the chat is going to get all of them here. This is awesome. So having the SharePoint home site app in Teams. So this is going to be the ability to embed SharePoint in a really reactive, useful way as an app in Teams. And I think that's a big missing link at the moment is SharePoint often gets abandoned, but you still have that kind of intranet data store authoritative website kind of thing you need internally. So bringing that into Teams will be really nice.
Yeah. We will see much more of this, especially when they with the re-announcement of the new PNP core. So PNP core, the new core was announced I think 2 days ago, and there will be much more improvements regarding navigation and site transformations and new sites and so on. So a lot of innovations coming from this area as well. Let me see. What else do we have? We have a question here from Florian. Okay, approvals app. Yeah, that's what we've also showed. Oh, we showed it last Sunday in our Stubenhocker show, and we're happy also to be at Stubenhocker again on Sunday, 1 o'clock CET, with Sascha Pallenberg and Carsten Lohmeier on the YouTube channel called Stubenhocker. And last week we showed the in German, yeah, exactly. And last week we've shown the approvals app, and we really like it. And today, if somebody is really nerdy and wants to know and wants to go deeper into the approval app, there was a great video today published on YouTube by Dr. Flo around the new power. The new framework about it. I'm currently swimming a little bit. Sergio has published a new approval framework.
So we just ask Mr. Magic after this.
We ask, yeah.
He will know everything. It's no problem. So, Tom, what else do you have on your list?
Name.
Just to
another hardware one that's really interesting is survivable branch appliances. So this is the thing we've had in Skype for ages, and this is a piece of kit hardware, or it can be software based, and it lives in the branch site and it provides continuous telephony connectivity if you lose your internet connection. So it's one of those missing pieces that some organizations require their telephony to carry on even if their internet or WAN link goes down. This ticks that box for them.
Oh, pretty cool. I haven't heard about it before.
Nice. Yeah.
So when will it come? Do we know this?
So it's in preview now. There's a few different vendors out with them in preview. It's due GA Q1, and Teams phones will support it around April time. So if you're interested, people like Ribbon and Audio Codes have kit now to play with.
Pretty cool. Okay. So let's see. What else do we have here? Tasks. Whatever. We task it off post. Can we solve by Power Automate? Oh yeah, of course. This is also possible. And we can continue, of course, on. What do you think? Here's a question. What do you think about this shared calendar? I'm not totally convinced. Yeah, shared calendar is a big problem. I had so many ideas what you can do with a shared calendar, and when I opened it, I have to recognize you cannot do anything with this calendar except meetings.
It feels very. It's a step in the right direction, but there's definitely more to do. It seems like an obvious feature. If you use Teams in a certain way, you want to share your calendar there. What were your other ideas for it, Alex?
Well, I think about something like what we have already as a third-party app. It's a Calendar Pro or something like called, is it? So what we do there is maybe something like social media content planning. Yeah, when do we have which content on the LinkedIn and Twitter stuff? Because I don't want to have this in my personal calendar. Or maybe something like when you go on a fair. I know, not right now, but maybe in future when you go on a fair and you have to have a calendar, which person is on the fair at which day on your stand, or I don't know the English word.
I'm with you. Yep.
So this could be also a possibility to have a shared calendar. So I think there are many possibilities.
A genuine shared calendar that was not just about Teams meetings. Yeah.
So
I think there's a
we'll
use
see
case
what
for
comes
that.
in future. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was or what is the next one? What you have on your list? I think you have a long list, but maybe one of the
So
great ones.
the community's ticked quite a few off actually, but one of the ones that I'm really excited about is improved search. So someone who lives in Teams, it's great, but if you need to go back and find something, it can be challenging, particularly if you use it for lots of different things. So there's an improved search experience with a new results page, clearer denotation between chats and meetings and content and things. So I'm excited for that.
And you would like to see the improved search in Teams only, or are you also looking to the Windows 10 improved search? The whole M365 search experience, which you can also kick off from your Windows.
Yeah, I would lean towards Teams, but maybe that's me because I live in Teams. But I do like the idea of Microsoft 365 search spanning Yammer and SharePoint and Teams. Like I do often have the scenario where I know I've had a conversation or a piece of content, but I can't remember if it's Yammer, email, OneDrive, SharePoint. So when that story comes together and the Microsoft search is really good across all the apps, that'll be really slick. Shared calendars like driving a car without an engine.
Yeah.
It's harsh, Christoph, but I see where you're coming from. Yeah, I think it's there's more to do there, to be fair.
Calendar, yeah, there's other things coming over the upcoming assignments in Teams calendar and so on. So different, yeah.
So Andreas is writing here emails in the private chat now all the time. I have to read it out. It was about your Dr. Flo, Serge Luca,
exactly,
enhanced
yeah.
approvals.
Yeah, now I finally found it. So it's called Power Automate BMP Toolkit. So, and I saw also a few comments. So Sabrina, for example, said she would like to know a little bit more about the approval thing. So let me, so Sabrina would like to know more, and therefore I'm going to paste the video of Serge here directly into the window. So that's a great video, just published yesterday, and it's all about the advanced approvals using the Power Automate BPM toolkit in the show from Jean Levesque and produced by Serge Luca.
So guys, we have, I'm always the timekeeper, and when I look at the clock, we had almost 10:30. So please, Tom, give me one more great thing that will come to Microsoft Teams in the next month. What do you have?
Yeah, if I had to pick one more, it's zero-touch provisioning for Teams devices, so Android devices. So things like IP phones and room systems, being able to configure them all service side, drop ship them, and just have them magically configure themselves. That's going to be a real useful feature for people distributing IP phones and room systems.
So this is you said Android, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you don't not mean a mobile phone. It's the room systems.
Yeah, that's it. It's the Android room systems and IP phones. So all the IP phones from Teams are based on Android. So lots of other platforms, you can order a phone, pick up the MAC address, and you put that MAC address up in your config, and it magically configures itself. And that will be the same with Teams. It will be able to drop ship a device, and when the user plugs it in, it will connect to the internet and configure itself. Think of it like kind of like a Intune scenario, but for devices, if you like.
Yeah. I think this will be pretty cool for the administration of these devices. Great. We have one more last question here. Do we have any updates about walkie-talkie on iOS?
Yeah, great question. So it's GA or imminent GA on Android, I think. iOS is hard because it doesn't allow background processing to continue to run. So I don't think there's a lack of wanting to do it, but I think the platform doesn't allow that scenario for a process to continually run in the background. You've only got push notifications. So I haven't got any insider info on that. There's nothing in DA, but just from an iOS point of view, I know it's a lot harder to make that kind of scenario work.
Yeah. So
I would think you're into Android for that if you want it.
Yeah, you have to switch then. Okay, so Tom, thank you very much to have you here in our show. I know the time is always running when we speak together. But we have a hard...
But we have to be.
Yeah,
We have to be
yeah,
at 10 o'clock at Clubhouse. And we
That's
still have
it.
Andreas to go. So,
Well, thanks for having me. The show's really great. I've hit it
was
a
a
few
pleasure.
times, and it's
was a
great.
pleasure,
So
yes.
yeah, we'll talk again soon, guys. Take care. Thanks everybody on the
Absolutely.
community for joining in. Appreciate it.
Thank
All
you
the
very
best to
much.
you.
All the best to
Thanks
you,
for being
and
here,
stay
Tom.
healthy. Goodbye.
Cheers. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye.
So
Hi, everybody.
please- Hi.
Hey, Andreas. Hello.
Hi. So please give us in the comments, should we speak on English here further? Andreas has everything prepared in English, but we could also talk in German. We don't know about our attendees here in the show. I've looked in the contest. There are also some from Kenya and some from UK. But just give us in the show if we should continue in English, so you will rather more speak to Ragnar and Andreas than me, or you should speak English. Denglish. Denglish is my favorite.
English
language.
or Schlüter English, Schlenglish.
Well,
Hamburg
Denglish.
Yeah.
We can do it in Denglish. It's not the yellow from the
Yeah.
egg.
Is the demo god
And
English or German?
you can pray to the demo god in Hebrew or in Aramaic as you like, or
I did that already. Klingonisch,
in
yeah.
Arabian.
I don't understand Klingonisch.
Yeah.
So we have still some people, and as we talked before, sorry guys, but we want to be very friendly to our attendees, so we still have some English people in the show. So Andreas, it's great
Yes.
that you continue, that you can continue in English right now, and so we will do more in English right now. So first of all, Andreas, go for it, Mr. Power Magic.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you again here. And I drank a bit of wine, so my tongue is a little easier to speak in the English part. So today I've got a new case for Mr. Power Magic, and I prepared it already in English. So I think I can do this in English. And my case today is schedule and manage regular meetings or anything you have on a regular base with shifts, teams, and Power Automate like magic, like Mr. Power Magic. So first of all, what is our that's me. If you want to connect with me in LinkedIn, please take the QR code, and so you can connect with me on LinkedIn. So what do we have? If you have regular meetings or scheduled appointments on regular basis, like dailies, weeklies, bi-weeklies, or something like that, if you have this in your calendars or where you have started, this is the status quo that we have for the automation in with Mr. Power Magic. If you have the appointment in your calendar, you mostly have no information about the topics and who is speaking or who is the meeting holder and something like that. And what we want to reach is, the goals of this Power Magic case is that the moderator or the speaker should get the automated notification that he has a moderation on a meeting. And so he can easily manage the delegation for speaking or moderation, or has enough time to prepare for this meeting. Or maybe he has enough time, or she has enough time to say, tomorrow I can't take this meeting, please can anybody else make this? So, and for this case, we are going to do, or what I did, we can definitely use Microsoft Shifts. That's a very pretty cool tool for that. So we are creating shifts to schedule the meetings on regular basis for moderation or for the speaker. Everybody has access to this schedule and can see every meeting when he attends or when he is in the speaker role. So maybe you know that if you have daily meetings and you rotate with the speaker, so you can easily manage this with Microsoft Shifts. We will see that later in the live demo. It's very easy to swap shifts if you are not available, so you can swap this very easily. Or if you are out of office, you can integrate this with an approval out of the box. If you want to have a free time, your manager has to approve that, and so on. This is everything easy with Microsoft Shifts. Second part is to automate these notification with Power Automates and the notification in Microsoft Teams. Sure, it's a Teams session. So we will do this with adaptive cards. So if you have today a meeting with a speaker's job, you will get a notification early in the morning that you have to speak today in the meeting in your daily or bi-weekly or something like that. So this is very helpful, but maybe this notification comes half an hour before the meeting starts. So you sit there and say, "Oh, nice that I know that I have to speak in this meeting, but I didn't prepare anything." So there was a question. Maybe it's better to get a notification one day before that you have tomorrow the speaker job in the meeting. So we have two notifications: one day before for tomorrow, and one again on today. Remember, you're on stage today. So we will see that how we can do this in our environment. So I switch to Microsoft Teams.
Now it's a good time to pray.
No, it's a remote session, so it should be easy. No. So first thing, what I did, I created a schedule in Microsoft Shifts. And because of the things yesterday, I called my goal is to repair and care for USA. So what we have a daily task force stand up because the president has now many things to do, and we have to moderate the daily task force. So every day another person will moderate this. In this case, it's only me in this team, but it doesn't matter. So I have today and tomorrow, am I the speaker of these daily task force? So what in the background happened? I will show this in Microsoft Power Automate, or I can do that. It's easier. I can do this also in Microsoft Teams for sure. So we will see our flows or my flows here in Microsoft Teams, and I have created two flows: check for shifts today and check for shifts tomorrow. So we will see this this flow. What happens in the background, or what are the parts of this flow? So this flow will run every morning at 8 a.m. in our time zone every morning, and will check for shifts in our schedule in the team Mr. Power Magic. So if there are any shifts assigned to somebody in this schedule, the flow will get the user details from Azure AD, because we need the special ID, the user ID of this user. We only get this, or we only got the user ID from the shifts list. So we have to get the user details from Azure AD that we can post the message to the user to the UPN or something like that. Because so we have to get this step. And the next step is to post an adaptive card as a flowbot in the Microsoft Teams team, so that the user is notified that he has another meeting. And we will see how we will see the first part, because I have tomorrow a meeting and you will see this is the first adaptive card what the user will get tomorrow. Moderation task force daily. Dear Andreas, it's your turn today. Oh, I didn't have the text not right. Please prepare for the daily task force meeting, and so on and so on. If you're not applicable for the meeting, please make sure to find someone else. This is what I got today in the morning because I have the meeting tomorrow, and this is what I got today in the morning because I also had today a meeting. So you get a notification for today or for tomorrow and today. This is the first part what you can do. So if you have dailies with rotating moderators, this is a good part to make this. What you also can do and expand this process is like something, if you get a shift assigned, you can automatically get appointment in your calendar. This all things you what are your use cases? You can do this with Power Automate and expand the flow with the necessary steps. So this is a very similar, very small case to get notified if you have daily stand-ups or something like that. And that was Power Automate.
Andreas, there was a question from Matthias. Does it also work in tasks?
What does he mean with also in tasks?
I think you're currently pushing.
If you have recurring task in to-do or something like that, yeah, sure. The trigger you see here in Power Automate. If it doesn't matter if you take these recurrent trigger on shift lists or if you make it in to-do or in planner. So you can check for shifts, for tasks, for everything you want. It doesn't matter. You only have to take the right action in the Power Automate in the flow.
Great. No, thanks. But yes, hopefully that answers your question.
Maybe.
Okay.
So today I will be on time, right on time, so we don't have to make the extra mile for the clubhouse. So I'm ready and I'm done. So Alex, welcome back.
Well, I
Thanks
think
much.
thank you very much. Yeah, it was great. I think we should always do it in English. It's much faster then. It's like me. I'm also not talking so fast, but it was great. I understood everything, of course. But in the background, I had to do the contest because we have also 3 invites for Clubhouse, and I have to do it right now. So we will have next the next part. So thank you very much, Andreas, and we will also meet at 10 o'clock at Clubhouse and talking about teams next to Technique, and we'll see what happens there and how many can follow us there. Thank you very much. We will see you again in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you next week. And just one part. If you have a use case for me, just put it in my forms. So where's my forms? Where's my? Oh, come on. Just use this QR code and put it in the forms. Your use case. Maybe it's so good that we can put it in the show. Thank you very much.
That would be great.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
So now I will have to share my screen, and we are coming to all the great community updates, what we have. So wait a second. I have to scroll up here and start the presentation. Andreas was nearly too fast for me, I have to say. So
today is a very special evening. We have a hard competition. We never had such a hard competition where we had a headset in and also invites here for Clubhouse.
Yeah, so let's see what we have for the community events. First of all, every time we have Michael Gret SharePoint Social User Group, all the dates on this website. Just have a look on it. It's really good. So this is just a small screenshot of the upcoming dates. There are still more in this year on the website. So just have a look, and we will see. I think 3 or 4, especially here now. Let's see. Go on.
My highlight is obviously the Team Summit next week, 27th, because we're sponsoring, so you can meet me at the sponsoring area.
Wait a sec.
Oh, there's...
It will come, but it's not the first. First of all, I want to have the Azure Düsseldorf update B course. I have a slot there, so it's a little bit commercial on this special one. It's on Monday evening. Next to me is Philip Lenz, and we will talk about something like Power BI and Azure Data Platform. I will talk about in German. Oh my God. In German about best practice for introducing MS Teams at SMB customers. So watch out on next Monday evening if you're interested in this. Then we have the Microsoft Virtual Mittelstand Tour. I don't know. I'm sorry. Most of you are German. It's a German show.
The English people say always Mittelstand. Yeah.
Mittelstand. On Tuesday, we have from 10 to 12. And next one is, here is it. Ragnar.
Team Summit. Alex, where are you talking about? What is your session?
Oh, I have the first session, and this is really nice because I may talk about all the updates that came to Microsoft Teams in the last weeks. So we have a special look on this, all these new stuff. This is a very thankful show because there are so many new things coming to Teams. So I have half an hour. I will have to see how this will be possible in half an hour to talk about all the great updates that came up. So this is in the morning. I think it's around 9 or 9:30. So this event goes until 3 o'clock. And as I remember correct, this will also be streamed on YouTube later, or recorded and published to YouTube later, I think. So this will be also next week. And also next week, we have, of course, our Teams Community Day. A really great,
That's gonna be great
session. And also we have made a deal with the people, with Raphael and I don't know all. Please help me, Ragnar. All
Raphael,
the organizers.
Tomislav,
of course, yeah.
Jennifer.
Okay. And we have Alex and Ragnar special on this. So we will be. It will start in the morning. So it's run the whole day till 6 o'clock, I think. So we will be there in the lunchtime. We have a special on this half time, as you can say. We have 1 hour.
So we are going to invite all the community hosts, and we're going to digest what you've learned in the morning. So it's just reflection about the first hours.
Yeah, and in the evening we have the after show party. So as it's a Thursday, so it's our usual Alex and Ragnar show. But we will have a special on this Teams Community Day. We have some speakers there and we are just talking about the whole day. So this will be really great, I think. So next one is, of course, once more I have to say here, it's Einfach M365 with Mr. Power Magic and Antje Lamartine and Sandra Filzer. They made up a new group and they have some great events. I think it's about 5 events. What about you, Andreas? Do you want to say something on this? You can come here in this. No? Okay. Sorry. So what you're searching for is some call for speakers on the first event. It's at the end of February. And this will all around be PowerPoint and Sway and how you can present better and all the hacks, whatever you see here. So they're still searching for some speakers. If you're interested in, go on this website and or listen to it at the end of February. I think this will be also a great event with great, good news. So let's see, is there something more? No, this is the end. So so we come to the end, and at the end comes usually the contest.
Raffle.
Yeah. So let's see, where's my jingle here? Jingle. Here it is. So, sehr schön. Ich kriege schon die erste Meldung rein. Es hat geklappt. Also, dann hier einmal ganz schnell die Gewinner von heute. Christoph, du bist ein Gewinner. Du hast eine Clubhouse-Event-Einladung, Invite gekriegt von mir. Den müsstest du schon gekriegt haben. Genau, du bist mit auf Clubhouse dabei. Dann haben wir auch mit dabei Sabrina. Du bist auch mit dabei. Und der
ich hoffe, ihr habt iOS-Geräte. Sonst wird es ein bisschen schwierig.
Das haben wir vorhin.
Ich habe von Verrückten gehört, die haben sich extra noch ein iPad gekauft wegen Clubhouse. So was gibt's
We,
nicht.
we
Echt.
changed language,
Krank.
Ragnar. We changed language.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well. We are agile on this. So this is the 3 winners for Clubhouse. And so Christoph, Sabrina, and Peter, you won an invite. I already sent you. And now comes the winner for the headset, the Epos SC660. Ragnar, please show it us.
Yes. Let me
once
see
more.
if my focus is going to match it. It's a beautiful headset, but focus is not the fastest. No, I've got it. Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
do.
Here it is.
So
Great audio quality, Microsoft microphone quality for Teams. Skype.
So here's the winner now, and we have Jan
Jan,
Ramaka.
hey.
Happy congratulations! Exactly, you won this headset. So thank you very much for all who attend this contest. Come back next week. Every time we have a contest. Oh my God, my English.
And thanks
So we
for the
changed-
sponsors, Epos. Very appreciated.
Matthias is also on the show, isn't it? Matthias Lücke? I've seen him, I think.
Yes.
So, guys, let's see once more in the comment. Jan, thanks. Yes, of course. Peter, you are now in the clubhouse. Peter in the clubhouse, here we see. And Christoph, yes, sir, you are win. Christian is also on the show. Oh,
That's a big
over
thing. More than 500
registrations.
registrations.
Jesus, that's great.
Yeah. And Christian is creating an event for May where he wants to expect more than 1,000 people. So it's going to be huge.
Yeah, and here have we also won. What is this? German. Okay, so guys, let's see. It's almost 10 o'clock. So we have a small bio break. You can just go out fast.
Get
and
yourself a
come back
beer, wine, come
with
back to
something
us.
to drink, and we will be on Clubhouse and talking about resilience. This was the Alex and Ragnar show, episode 22 in English, and we will see next time. Let's see what we have next time. I'm sorry. Next time, what will we see? Okay, we are talking to Thomas. Thomas will be. Wait. Where is he? Yeah. Thomas is a resilience teacher and consultant, and he will talk about us teams. Absence of the technique, resilience at the workplace. He will also be in the clubhouse this evening, and he will talk in our show. And we will also see something around approvals in teams. So Sabrina, please stay once more here. You want to know more about approvals, you will see it next week. So let's see you all then next time. And so this was the Alex and Ragnar show for today. Later.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.